So the next day, I was just walking down the hallway in the Olympic Village, and I saw these dudes. And I have to say, yeah, for those of you who watched the opening ceremonies, this is what was underneath the red parkas. But Dylan, just talk about getting ready, getting dressed to go to the Olympic ceremony.
We look good. We look real good.
Pretty dapper.
Yeah, thank you, HBC. I was so excited to put this outfit on. I mean, partially because it's a nice outfit, but I mean, it meant I was going to the opening ceremonies at the Olympics, and I was like vibrating. I was so excited. And, you know, Andrew and Eric have been friends of mine since we were very young, and we both kind of, all of us have worked towards it for a really long time, and to be able to share that moment with really close friends, and we kind of just, you know, you could see it in everyone's eyes. Everyone's very excited. Everyone was very ready to march into the building.
And next up, I think,
Finally.
there we go. Now, if you can see in the box, Ravi's got, and Patrick said it was a bit distracting, this is all the other teams sitting behind them. So, Caitlin, do you remember any words that Ravi said to you just before you got on the ice?
I don't really listen to Ravi that much before I compete. Ravi said the exact same words to me ever since I was 10 years old before I competed. He knows that I get overly excited. He knows that pretty much the only thing going through my mind is random thoughts, and anyone who knows me knows that's an everyday thing for me. Nothing's fully focused in my mind, I don't think.
ADHD. We grouped you two together.
I remember the first time I stepped into that rink, Ravi was so excited to be in the building and to know that I was competing there at the Olympics. It was his first Olympics too, so it was really special to both of us. And he just turned to me and asked me what I thought, and I was just looking up and I was like, this rink is really blue.
I was watching Caitlin from the lounge in our housing because Dylan and I were going to compete next, and I was watching with a bunch of I think bobsledders. I think they were staying with us at that point. And so they don't really understand much about figure skating, but they really wanted to support us. And so I was walking them through Caitlin's program and trying to help them figure out, you know, what was her hard element and what I presumed to be her hard element anyways. And so I was like, oh guys, this is great. She's doing really well. She did her triple toe, she did her triple flip, and then she went into her layback. And they were like, whoa. I was like, guys, that's not her hardest thing. She just did really hard jumps. But they just really liked that she could pull her leg above her head.
Speaking of contributing, Mr. Reynolds. You'd had a tough year going into the Olympic Games, Kevin. And I know you struggled with boot problems, and you walked onto that ice and you owned it. 3 quads in the free program. So talk a little bit about just getting there and then skating that program that night.
Well, of course, Barb mentioned that it was an incredibly difficult season for me. I started my season off at the National Championships, and then just a short 2 weeks later, I was at the Games. And really, it happened in a flash. I wasn't thinking so much of it as an Olympic Games, but as my first international competition of the year. But I knew the team event would be important for us, but also an incredible opportunity. And I wanted to do my best in order to support the team, and I didn't want to let them down. But I had a moment in the kiss and cry when I was watching Patrick skate, and it was an incredibly unique feeling, being able to cheer on your teammates, but odd in the sense that you knew in 3 days from now you were going to compete and do your turn. And it was good to be able to experience that, the event beforehand, and kind of get my nerves under me. I think I was nervous watching Patrick, more nervous watching Patrick than I was in my actual skate. And to get that under control and to settle myself down, I think that really helped a lot going into my portion of the event 3 days later. And I just trusted my training, whatever little I had of it that year, and I was able to pull through, and it was one of the most incredible experiences in my career.
I wanted to say, probably on behalf of the whole team, that was one of the most electrifying moments of the whole games, and it was an incredible moment to watch that all happen. We were all so proud of you.
Someone actually took a video of us watching you, and we were insane. Do you remember, Megan? Me and Megan were jumping, and I was hitting Eric. It was unreal. It was so much fun.
I think like every jump, I flexed every muscle in my body. Every jump he did, like relaxed after he landed. It was special.